Greetings, everyone far and wide, like Canada's movie at the Epcot Canada Pavilion. We are live from Epcot at Walt Disney World Lake Buena Vista. I am Tony from LPHQ East. Who have we got out there, Jeremiah?
Jeremiah.
Thought you might say that. What's going on? How's the weather today?
It is overcast and nice. It was, when I was getting out of my car, it was saying it was over 90, but the clouds have cooled it down some. Today we're going to sound a little bit weird because I couldn't find my normal headphones that I use when I do these walk and talks. So not only will you and I be talking, but everybody around us will enjoy hearing us talk.
Well, we'll be sure to tell them hello as well. And we're checking out more of the fun of the International Flower and Garden Festival, which has been going on since March? The beginning of March?
It is in week 382 at this point.
Of our 750-week festival.
Yeah. I mean, actually, we are, 2 weeks away from the Flower and Garden being done? So
yeah, and right then about a few days after that, it becomes the Epcot International Food and Wine Festival.
Hey, I believe we have 3 weeks in between those, which is, I think the longest that we've gone without a festival since pre-COVID.
I'm going to check out that start date. Hold on. While we go through this new Death Star-like trench, what's going on over here?
Well, this opened up a little while ago. It is the walkway for the center of world celebration, world nature, world discovery. That'll lead into Communicore Plaza. So this opened up, it's been a few weeks as we're getting closer and closer to the Journey of Water inspired by Moana opening late 2023, which from everything they just showed us on the parks blog, late 2023 could be July 1st.
Speculatively speaking, would you think it would be around Epcot's birthday?
I would guess so. I mean, I was also expecting Illuminations 100 to be around Epcot's birthday. But at this point, they're still removing the infrastructure for Harmonious, so who knows?
As a reminder, there's nothing official about Illuminations 100. That is just Jeremiah's code word for a new fireworks show that Disney has announced, but it's not titled that.
Yes, but it should be titled that. I'm guessing that, that'll happen probably around October 16th or so, which happens
when's
to coincide.
September?
Yes, but at this point, unless it is not going to be a major show, there hasn't been anything really done out there. So, extra days between the anniversary of Epcot and the anniversary of the Walt Disney Company could help.
True. We are live coming at you from Epcot at Walt Disney World. Feel free to comment, ask questions, say anything. Hi, Sonia. Hi, Evil Queen. That's a cute pup in Evil Queen's avatar there.
Is it blue?
Did you get a virtual queue for today's arrival at Epcot?
You mean for Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Cosmic Rewind?
Yep.
I did not. As much as I love it when I'm doing these walk and talks, they always start later, I don't plan on anything because really the chances of me getting a virtual queue that is close to the time of this walk and talk is always very slim. It's either first thing in the morning or later in the evening.
Now, do you try to get them at the 7 o'clock drop or the 1 o'clock?
I always go for the 7 o'clock because usually I'm working in the evening, so the 1 o'clock pushes me back too far into work time.
That's fair.
But it's always dependent on what my day looks like. I know that, I can't say how it's been since summer has kicked off. But prior to summer, you could get virtual queue for Guardians and Tron for much after 1 o'clock.
Yeah, I was just gonna say we've been going lately in the evening, and they're still relatively available for the 1 o'clock ones, at least for Guardians. I haven't seen any for Tron, but we also don't frequent the Magic Kingdom as much as we do Epcot. Mr. Bob Newell appreciates our correct spelling of Epcot. All caps.
Oh, yeah.
What's this right here?
Look, the bathroom's open again.
Well, that's headline news. Call CNN.
Yes, the World Nature bathrooms have reopened with a nice little mural on the walkway in. We do have coverage of this from a few days ago.
Yep.
We're going to walk back around towards the Imagination Pavilion to see if there's any indication of a meet and greet
For
the Figment.
Has it been announced? Is it going to be the big Figment, or is it going to be the regular Figment?
I don't think it's going to be either one that we've seen before.
Okay.
There hasn't been any details, but as much as people really want the Figzilla back, most of those people never experienced the Figzilla.
Yeah, who wants that back?
Yeah, no, it's just like the birthday cake. Hey, that was so great in the pictures that I saw. Nope, in person it was horrible.
If you think Goofy's too tall, if you think Hades was too tall, and dominating everybody, wait till you meet Figment back in 2006.
Yeah, no, I think I would much rather see a Dreamfinder Figment duo, but Dreamfinder will not be making a return anytime soon that we know of. So hopefully we get just a nice medium-sized Figment. We are going to walk into here so it starts to break up. Give me yell.
Okay. Mr. Bob Newell also wants to point out these Florida storms seem worse than normal thunderstorms. That's Florida.
By the way, I'd like to point out these absolutely frightening ears.
I like the style, but I also like hard angles and lines like that.
It's just creepy. Well, Mr. Bob Newell, these storms have, in the past we've had bad storms, and these aren't anywhere near some of our worst, but they've just been more frequent, which is, again, more of the sign that the weather is turning against us. Over here we do have Joy meeting in Imagination Land.
It's starting to get a little rocky. Your signal, not so much the weather. Mr. Bob Newell also asks, are guests warned of imminent lightning? Aside from what we've learned in Back to the Future, you don't know where lightning's going to strike per se, but they are warned ahead of a certain mileage out. Things start to close that are outside. So in terms of individually notified, not necessarily, but there are clear indicators that lightning is nearby.
Yeah, especially since Walt Disney World doesn't have a lot of prominent attractions outside. It's never a big worry here. I mean, yeah, we'll see Big Thunder close. But, I guess Tron will be one that will close at times. But...
Will it? Because it is under the cover.
I don't know what, I guess we could check the times later on as the
storms arrive.
Yeah. So we still have the Kodak, the Disney Rewards photo spot. Kodak shop, yeah.
Speaking of 2006.
Yeah. But no big changes around here. But also, back to the lightning, Universal puts up signs, and SeaWorld, because they are prominently outdoor attractions, that if lightning is in the area, be prepared. Here it's, Jungle Cruise will go down because of lightning. not a lot of the indoor attractions. So, wow, those lights are massive. So I've
Is that for
seen
the new
pictures.
stage?
No, it's actually just for the walkway
Oh wow.
because they're on both sides. I mean, I think they just wanted to keep the spider legs idea, but those are. They kind of remind me of the old entrance to Tomorrowland.
I can see that.
Also, it is very nice. They are putting covering over most of it. That is new since I've been here last. But yeah, those large white pylons are said to be lights, and that's the Communicore Plaza area. Of course, the weird thing is this is going to be the center of that walkway, and we are facing imagination.
Well, because there's going to be fountains and planters and even a statue of Walt somewhere laid out in the middle.
Tigers, oh my.
Yep.
Yeah, the statue of Walt is supposed to be, right on the backside of Spaceship Earth for Dreamer's Point. It'll be interesting to see when it all reopens and we go back and we look at the concept art from the original D23, and then the changes after the
like the original concept art or the modified concept art.
yeah, well, both, because hang on, monorail, pretty shot.
Is that peach or coral?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, this is. I'm glad that I don't have, uh, you know, OCD or anything, because we are getting close to the center walkway, but those lights and everything are far off to the left. So when we look down at it, it won't line up.
Mr. Bob Newell says even that construction wall and barrier looks magical. I will say, if you think that looks magical, Mr. Bob Newell, Epcot right now is a very magical place.
It's not that bad. It's just the center at this point. I've seen worse. We are going to cross over and go into the shop, and then we'll cut through and check out the World Discovery. Yes, getting the hang of this.
What's the one you're going through right now?
Celebration?
Yep. By Jove, he's got it.
Yeah, green is nature, blue is discovery, red is created discovery. No, blue is celebration, red is discovery.
Genie Plus Plus says maybe a canopy on those lights. Didn't Epcot try a canopy of sorts with the kind of checkered looking open air but not open air ones at the Millennium Celebration?
Yes, and that continued until pretty much
this started.
Yeah, I actually, my time hop today had me talking about how I remember that canopy being there longer than not, because my first trip was in '96, and those went up in 2000. Yeah, 2000, 99, 2000. So I was more used to that than it not being there. So now we'll just see what it looks like when everything opens up. At least they're putting a lot of trees in there. That's the one thing that I'm very happy for.
I agree.
Also, I'm starting to see more and more of these nice little signs.
Yep. We saw some last night that are for the 50th Starbucks tumbler. That
Yes.
when they first debuted was, we'll just say, an
Yes.
aggressive free for all for, with those signs all over them now. So
No,
you
they're
might even see it
definitely
up here.
they're starting to mark down a lot of the merchandise. Oh, we have the 60s bag here, which that's cute. It's like a pop-up box.
But it's a
Oh,
bag.
so what do you think of this? These plush?
What are they? Woozles and heffalumps? What are they?
It's Mad Madam Mim and Merlin,
Oh, okay.
and of course the Jungle Book ears. I still love the 50s ears, even though it's going to take a lot for me to buy them because they're the 20,000 Leagues that looked amazing until I actually held them in my hand. I was like, Yep.
On that table behind you are the Epcot ones there, the new ones?
Oh, yes, over here.
Yeah.
Yes, as you can tell,
Oh, yes.
they're here.
So I got my hands on one last night, and the plan was to get my other half one from Animal Kingdom today because those are our parks, and Animal Kingdom is sold out. And it
But
looks like
again,
Epcot's about 3 away from being sold out as well.
we have 5.
5, okay.
Yep.
5 away from being sold out.
And by sold out, you mean they don't have any more stock on display.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, the term sold out because all of these Starbucks have sold out, but then they'll be restocked.
Yeah, we also get we don't know when we'll have more back in, and I'm like, okay, so tomorrow.
Yeah, and we don't know when we're going to get more back in. And we walk in the back and look, oh, here's 3 cases full that we just put out right away. I mean, some of the only things that have officially sold out that I've never seen return were like the Epcot 40. It wasn't even the Epcot 40. It was when this shop reopened, the Epcot line.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
ears that lit up. The bag came back and went over so poorly. Like, I know that it ended up at the cast store. So,
Yeah. Speaking of Epcot 40th stuff, I still have something for you.
yes, I just thought about that. That actually did sell out and
Yeah.
never returned.
I mean, that one also had the day, but
Yeah. Speaking of lightning, yeah, Test Track goes down.
yeah, Test Track closes. I want to say that's the only thing at Epcot, really.
The friendships, but
well, that's a good question. Are they an attraction or are they transportation?
it's listed on the map. I'm sure still is attraction. But so is City Hall at Disneyland is listed as an attraction. So
I know at Hong Kong the bathrooms were too, or not bathrooms. Sorry, drinking fountains.
yeah, well, there it was. Those were attraction. Looks like the splash pad is off and roped off.
And that's not lightning related. That's some kind of work being done.
Yep,
I'm
completely
guessing.
roped off, so nobody should be in there playing.
Look away. Just keep moving. Just keep going.
Yeah, so we're heading towards Test Track. Line is outside. I mean, we are definitely in summer, but comparative to some of the summer times that I've been out here, it's
That's
still
nothing.
not that bad.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts on the nearby Play Pavilion? Relatively speaking, nearby.
What Play
Okay.
Pavilion? No, I mean, my newest theory is they're waiting for all the massive trees out front to grow even more.
And just leave it back there forever?
No, I believe that they put in enough work into it that it will show up. Test Track does not have a wait time right now.
But people are in the queue.
Yes, and still going in. They just don't have a wait time posted.
I'm going to investigate.
But no, I think the Play Pavilion, again, that could be something for the... Hey, look. We're Disney 100. Yay, here's something brand new.
Yeah.
Brunchcot, which is still one of those places that they should keep this entire lineup somewhere.
For brunch.
Yes, especially the Fruit Loop Shake.
What's your favorite breakfast spot at Disney World?
Kona Cafe. Give me some Tonga toast anytime.
Now, how is Tonga toast different than Tongaroa toast at Disneyland Hotel?
That I don't know. I've never had the Tongaroa toast. Whenever
Okay.
I'd eat out there at Tongaroa Terrace, it would be when they'd have the Loco Moco for breakfast. But Tonga toast is a banana stuffed French toast that used to be, bigger than your fist. It shrunk a little bit, but it's still an excellent breakfast choice.
Test Track on the app is saying it's a 75-minute wait, but like you said, it wasn't posted outside. Like the sign was down, or did it just say like 0, like it was closed?
No, the sign was down, like black.
Okay.
Which normally I take as it's down. But
yeah.
Speaking of limited edition stuff that people go crazy for, never ran out of these.
Nope.
And those are very cute. And again, Disney did the right thing with those. I'm hopefully not going to make a fool of myself by doing this. Okay, good. But, they opened this with mobile order for the zipper.
Yep. Ooh, this building does not like you.
Also, one of the benefits of coming... That's weird. Usually, you get pretty good in there. One of the benefits of coming to a festival towards the end is whatever merchandise they still have, they will start to put at least 30% off.
Yeah.
Stuff. I know the Spirit jerseys and some of the Orange Bird corksicles are 30% off.
Are you an Orange Bird fan?
Yes, I'm not like Kyle. No, and if you head over to, I believe that was 2 days ago when we put up the article about the flavors of Florida, they have some great Orange Bird themed items coming to Disney Springs as part of the Flavors of Florida that starts July 1st.
Nice.
And now we cross into World Showcase, which every time I walk in, I have to sit and think of wait, is it still called World Showcase? Wow. The lagoon is, I would say, 95% empty of stuff, other than the center right there. Everything else has been removed. Except for the stuff they're using to remove the infrastructure they put in for Harmonious.
The barges there. The biggest example of people not realizing what they had until it was gone. Because I never heard anybody talk about what a marvelous view. I hope nothing ever comes to impede this view one day. And then here come the Harmonious barges, and it was an uproar.
Yep.
Do you think if they got the daytime fountain to work properly and look like the art they released, where it hid those all day, would it still be there?
No. Again, it is just like Light Magic or Happily Ever After when it first launched or Harmonious. You can't follow something that is beloved, that is run through most people's childhoods with anything without it coming back as a negative. The fact that Happily Ever After has returned because of whatever that show was.
I'll stand by that. I almost said magical. That's Disneyland. Enchantment was just not a good show.
No, it was a fine show. It just wasn't a massive nighttime spectacular. Again, you can't follow something. Happily Ever After, when it first came in, was not loved by anybody because of Wishes.
Oh, I disagree. I think everybody, there was the attachment to Wishes, but everybody kind of, there was a resounding like, yes, this is good too.
Yeah, that wasn't the case the first day. It was wow, this is very, this is a tweenie show. This is the stuff.
I'll argue that it's not a fireworks show, and Wishes is a fireworks show. Because Happily Ever After to me is a projection show with fireworks.
Happily Ever After, Wishes had the classic heart-touching music that most everybody grew up with. Happily Ever After has the music that people in their late 20s, mid 30s, that's the music that they know as Disney, where Jiminy Cricket knows were like, that was oh, that's my life. I love that. I mean, Happily Ever After, because it came back, is, again, oh my God, it's the best show ever. 65 for Frozen.
Which is funny because it's not coming out of the building. Yeah.
Yeah, no, and really, if I had to choose one single line to wait for, it would definitely be Frozen because it's all inside and air conditioned. I'm just going to have him do the rest of the show.
Okay.
He's pretty loud.
All right, so you've been to California recently. Happily Ever After or Wondrous Journeys?
Wondrous Journeys has some beautiful music. I did see the fireworks. I love Disneyland fireworks no matter what because it's, as everybody puts it, it's quaint. It's more intimate. But really, the all-time best show is Remember Dreams Come True.
I agree with that.
Because that was pure Disneyland, not music of Disney, which is
so then where did Epcot Forever go wrong where it's not to that level of Remember Dreams Come True?
Whole New World.
Yep.
No, they also, I think they missed out by not using the actual audio clips.
I agree.
They used, new takes on it, which I'm sure it goes back to having to pay people for things. But, Epcot Forever, when it started with the jet skis and the kites was cool. Now it's just kind of a, hey, look, it's fireworks.
Now, where's our seamless circle vision that we were promised almost a decade ago?
Is that a decade ago?
Almost.
Isn't that in 17?
15 or 17.
I'm pretty sure that was 17. But don't worry. We can still drop off our Agent P cell phones in locations around the World Showcase.
Have you done the DuckTales games since you've done them for our YouTube channel?
No. mostly because it's Epcot, and I love coming to Epcot in the evening, and most of the time in the evening it's too crowded to play the game.
That's fair. Especially with all the festivals going on, it attracts a certain demographic who like to spend time in World Showcase, completing a checklist of sorts.
I don't even. That's not even festivals anymore.
It's
The
Epcot in
drinking,
general.
yeah, the drinking around the world has become the new "I love Dole Whip, I love People Mover" thing. Well, they've always been that.
Drinking around the world, the new purple wall of Walt Disney World.
That's interesting.
The food booth?
First food booth. So they're definitely already moving forward with getting the food booths out for Epcot International Food and Wine Festival 2023. Brought to you by...
Corksicle.
Is it Corksicle?
Yep.
Confirmed?
Yep. Literally just had it. I have it open right here. Yeah. Yep. Presented by Corksicle, July 27th to November 18th. So, quote unquote, limited time festival.
Yeah. And then we have a week, if that, before. I'd like to point out one of the longest lines in the park for face painting. Because if there is one thing that I really want to do in 90-degree weather, it's to pay to have my face painted. Sorry, that was the bitter side of me right now.
Now, are we sure that booth isn't a flower and garden booth that just closed?
Yes, because it wasn't there last time I was here. That is the India booth.
Going back to Epcot forever, Zach Brooks says, I felt the jet skis and kites actually cheapened the show.
Well, I met Jose first because he was my neighbor.
See, the jet skis and kites were throwbacks to old school Epcot, which is what added it for most people.
And then they went to Kite Tails. Rip. How much of that do you have at home?
I know we look a lot alike, but I'm Jeremiah, not Doobie.
Planet Fitness is never really busy. Everything is really nice.
Does it sniff well?
Yes, it actually does smell pretty well over there. Speaking of things that will never disappear.
I think those are part of the infrastructure now. So if you take one of those out, the rest of them will explode or something.
Oh, wow. There's work going on in Canada that I've not seen. Looks like there is scaffolding.
Yep. We'd get a better look at that, I'm sure, in the Canada Pavilion.
Even though we get no reception over there. Well, that's nice that I walked most of the neighborhoods in the front so I can end in Canada and get some pictures over there.
Also, the work's been being done in Canada for a while.
Has it? Last time I was here, I know it hasn't been the most recent, but the scaffolding wasn't.
Yeah, we've been going. We went a couple of times in the last 2 weeks, maybe 3, and there's definitely been scaffolding in some part of in Canada. I know last night we definitely saw it on the building, and I think it's been on the building for a while.
Just sit here, look at all the nice bees. See, that's the great thing and bad thing about this festival is it gives plenty of places for the honeybees to get their needs, but then you have people that are like, bees, and try to kill them all.
Yep. You've also just described humanity.
Yep. Like feeding ducks Cheez-Its. Yeah, see, this booth is also just come back. Yeah, they remove a lot of the booths.
Just go right through that family, Jeremiah.
Well, she keeps walking right towards me. Yeah, I'm very thankful for the cloud cover, because if not, today would have been one of those days of, hey, where'd Jeremiah go? Oh, his phone overheated.
Is that your way of saying you would have overheated and then just turned off the phone?
No,
Okay.
I have not, I shouldn't say this out loud, but I have not dropped yet on a walk and talk. And I guess I've been out here on some of the hottest days, so if I haven't dropped yet, I think I should be okay.
Yeah, it was nice at Animal Kingdom earlier. It was still hot and sticky though, but I liked that it was cloudy.
Yeah. They have good quotes and blankets and covers. Just like
Who's at Epcot? Who's at the American Gardens Theater tonight?
It's somebody real. I know that.
It is not an AI performer at the American Gardens Theater.
No, it is not a cover band or some weird name that they just like made up to try to create their own band. I heard it earlier. It is Simple Plan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Also, this is a nice sign that I have not seen recently. Living Color.
Are the digital ones still there?
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see. With Simple Plan, we have Epic Live, again, made up. Living Color, June 30th and July 1st. CM Punk's going to be out for that one. Wang Chunging tonight. And then July 4th and 5th, Evolution,
We'll
Motown.
have fun that night. Is American Adventure open? I know the last few times there's some kind of event going on, or at least it's blocked off.
It is open. I think we always plan these horribly. 2:15 and 3 o'clock is the next Voice of Liberty, so we won't be catching either of those.
The world weeps. We have plenty of coverage of the Voices of Liberty on Laughing Place YouTube. If you tuned in to watch the Voices of Liberty with us today, feel free to just head over and watch one of our pre-recorded videos of Voices of Liberty.
Yeah. Also, if you're interested on what's going on here at Walt Disney World for the 4th of July...
Hey, you know what? Voices of Liberty will be performing at Epcot.
Yes, they'll be on the main stage for the evening, which is always fun.
I thought you just said a different band was going to be on the main stage.
Motown, Evolution Motown will be performing during the day or during the evening. And then Voice of Liberty normally is on the main stage, and they'll have Mickey, Minnie, and Donald come out in the famous fife and drum and flag holding look that they have.
Yeah.
I feel like there's something new in Japan, but
I know they announced a new restaurant.
Oh yeah, that's the front part. Yeah. But I thought there was something else, but I guess not. I know our last walk and talk, we explored
the Flower Garden Festival. There are and I did it, and I should know the name, but there's the Scare Deer fountains. That's what it translates to. Straight ahead to your left, kind of. The little noise-making ones. The wind chimes of fountains, but they are designed to scare deers out of gardens.
Hopefully those will stick around after this, because they used to be smaller ones out here, and it was always fun to see. And then they brought these back for this year's Flower
There's
and Garden.
definitely a permanent one in the back of the pavilion. But yeah, up by the bathrooms.
Yeah.
You're a bathroom connoisseur. Where are the best bathrooms in World Showcase?
Definitely not the World Celebration or World Nature ones. I actually prefer, and this is, well, there's two. There's the one that is in the back of the Imagination Pavilion that nobody ever goes to, and it still plays the original background loop of the Journey into Imagination. And then on the second floor of the land, by the elevators, there's a nice bathroom that also plays the original background loop of the land. And it looks like we missed the...
I definitely said World Showcase. But,
oh.
But now we know the answer of where Jeremiah goes in Future World.
Oh, absolutely. Jeremiah definitely goes with it. Future World...
Or sorry, World Discovery. No, those would be both World Nature. That's World Nature.
For the World Showcase bathrooms, I mean, I guess the Morocco ones that they just renovated work pretty well. I do love the ones in the back of Japan that nobody ever goes to because it's one stall and one urinal. So it's the smallest bathrooms and all.
Yeah. As long as the pavilion's empty, they're good.
Yeah. Tony, I think you should rock this look.
If you knew me back in middle school.
Have you tried any hummus bags yet?
You were a mullet and button-down type guy?
I'm still a button-down type guy, but I did have longer hair when I was way younger.
Yeah, see, the food
I didn't even
booth
see
back...
Kermit for a second there.
Yeah. It's not easy being green.
No, it's not.
The Belgian waffle booth behind Kermit and Piggy, always a popular one. Also, I do enjoy that they put up a fence out here because of people.
Kyle asked a good question I didn't think to ask. Did we already discuss what Roosevelt's germ is wearing today?
Right now, not.
You're not wearing a shirt?
Nope. I do have the mullet, and I just am walking shirtless. I'm reverse pooing it.
God.
No, but I do have a nice Disney 100 little Mickeys that I will be sporting next time we do any type of on-camera stuff. Speaking of Roosevelt, yesterday they dropped some beautiful, and I know this isn't Disney, but still they existed at Disney MGM Studios once, some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle shirts that I know plenty of people had interest in. And then a few days ago,
Plenty of people on Laughing Place or plenty of people on your Instagram where you're showing off your new Roosevelt's threads all the time?
Chris. So, yes. So they dropped that. They dropped a nice Hulk Hogan shirt a few days ago. And then some G.I. Joe, which I will always promote G.I. Joe. And the my absolute kryptonite, they are putting out a drop soon of the Transformers. So if you are a fan of 80s cartoons, you should head over to Roosevelt's, that's RSVLTS, and pay attention to their shirts that are coming. And I also have been made aware that in about 3 days, there's this specific date. I can't think of what it is. What's in 3 days, Tony?
My birthday.
Okay, besides your birthday.
I'm joking. It's not my birthday. Are you referring to Stitch Day?
That would be correct. 626. So I've heard that we may see everybody's favorite troublemaker. So that's anybody that loves Disney, Hasbro, well, pretty much just anything that is pop culture related should go over to Roosevelt's and sign up for some notifications.
If you're looking for Disney Roosevelt's, be sure to follow laughingplace.com. We'll help you out with all of that stuff. But apparently, if you want any other ones, Jeremiah is the place to go to. I know you have your own personal Instagram account where you show them off all the time. And I know you're trying to grow that thing too.
No, my Instagram, I just show for fun. But you know, we have a video on our Instagram that I'm very proud of the Disney 100 drop. That one was one that I enjoyed making, and I look at it and go, yeah, that was a good one. And I will be patting myself on the back as soon as when I lift my arms. I just don't sweat running all over my body. But hey, the nice thing is it just got very cool and the cloud cover's thick. So what does that mean?
That means
that's right.
You might want to find shelter soon. Get to Canada.
There is our severe lightning storm warning.
I'm a few miles from Epcot, so usually I get some kind of buzz when something's going on. I haven't got that yet, so.
No, we don't have anything too dark. I mean, we got a couple of small dark clouds that could bring some rain, but no major storms as of yet. Of course, yesterday, midday, like I was at Typhoon Lagoon for the world's largest swim lesson. Beautiful, clear. Got home probably about 10 minutes later. Like,
who verified that?
It is an annual world's largest swim lesson, so it is not a Guinness Book of Records world's largest swim lesson. There was about 650 kids from Central Florida, Boys and Girls Club, and other groups that were out getting swim lessons by certified lifeguards from Disney and getting to spend the entire day in Typhoon Lagoon after they were done. So they were having lots of fun.
Kyle says, unlike the past few days, Florida is only expected to have general thunderstorms today and not severe. Didn't know there was a difference. I mean, yes, there is. But
what's the status on Cindy? Not from the Brady Bunch. Is she still coming this way?
I've not been paying attention to that. Let's have a look. I'm just proud of myself. It only took me about 15 seconds to figure out what you meant.
It does look like one of my other favorite restaurants.
2 hours ago, National Hurricane Center, Tropical Storm Cindy forms an aggressive start to Atlantic hurricane season.
Nice.
So she's upgrading, and right now, as of 2 hours ago, the path has it going towards South Carolina.
Yeah. So it could hit us, it could not.
Things move.
And there is the other bathrooms that I enjoy.
Hopefully not right now.
No. I do enjoy, though, that the closest one is over by the former Starbucks location. See, this is the talented cast members and the things they do simply to make guest days better.
They make kind of bear heads?
Oh. So, this is...
What's your Joffrey's order?
Coke.
Oh, okay.
So the restrooms for the Old World Showplace is open, so you don't have to trek all the way over to the entrance of World Showcase.
To those other really small bathrooms. Well, no, they added that new building. I'm thinking by the old refreshment port, the old McDonald's.
No, those bathrooms are always bad, especially because they were the first ones when you walked into World Showcase.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Since nobody reciprocated the question, I'll just go ahead and do it myself. My favorite bathrooms, personally, are also at the Seas Pavilion. on the
Those
first
are-
floor.
Those are small and not really updated either.
But they still play the old Living Seas music inside. So if you like Epcot retro jams, use the corresponding pavilion bathroom.
Oh wow, the entire walkway is closed off.
So you know what they call this?
A dead end.
No Canada.
And on that note, friends, we've come full circle. So
Kind of.
I bid you adieu.
Are you doing the Martin Short closing?
The full circle was used in all Circle Vision films. The adieu was Martin Short, and then I would start to go, how do I get out of here?
You have a fast pass for Soren. Casa Severe is winds over 60 miles per hour, large hail, or tornadoes. Can it be an and tornadoes?
How about we not ask for it, shall we?
Coming up tomorrow, you can tune in to Disney Trivia Live at 7:30 Pacific, 10:30 Eastern. And then next week, we've got all kinds of more fun as per the norm on Laughing Place TV. Feel free to like, subscribe, ring that bell for all notifications, and you'll get notified whenever we go live at the parks like this or any of our more scheduled Well, this was scheduled, but
Yeah. It was scheduled.
more
but,
regular programming, highlights, and shows. Thanks for joining us today from Epcot and Walt Disney World. Goodbye, everybody.
Peace.